What up, channel? It's Foreplayy, and this is questions from you number 2. Before I get into what this is about, I wanted to apologize for all the hardpoints on Slums, hardpoint on all the maps. I'm enjoying hardpoint, and I'm playing hardpoint excessively just because I truly enjoy the game type because I haven't got to play it for so long. However, I will start switching it up and throwing in CTFs as well as searches. And also, when my new team gets sorted out, I'm going to be doing listen-ins and all that good stuff. But that's not what this is about. This is a questions from you. We're going to jump right into this question, and I might answer a couple in this just because of the fact that I think that this question might be short, but I want to try to cover everyone's. I looked at my inbox this morning, had 87 messages, so now it's time I get to work. Obviously, I'm not going to choose every one of those messages because that would be a ton of videos. However, I do think I can help you guys the best I can because you know that that's what I'm about. So, Foreplayy. This is from O Skimpy. Foreplayy. I've recently lost some motivation in my competitive gaming career. My teammates are becoming inactive, and my game is just falling apart. What's your best advice on keeping my eye on point and keep on looking forward? Thanks so much for everything you've taught me. Well, first and foremost, Skimpy, thank you. I want to tell you that when your teammates lose motivation in gaming, or whether you have, I guess in this you said you've lost some motivation in gaming, find out the root source of why you lost that motivation. Was it your teammates that made you lose that motivation, or is it just you slowly slipping away from it? There's been times in my career where I've had to step away and take a break. If you guys remember in Black Ops, I stepped away and I didn't really play. I was still playing, getting clips, but I was just playing more so pubs because I didn't have a competitive gaming. I just didn't want to do it anymore because I did it for so long. And sometimes that's going to happen. So find out if you just don't want to play competitive gaming anymore. And I'm sure a lot of you guys out there are going through this as well. If you guys are just losing faith in competitive gaming, and not faith, but you guys are just losing that urge to play anymore, then maybe just try playing pubs. You know, maybe just turn gaming into, instead of making it a chore, have it back as your hobby. Because gaming can turn into a chore for a lot of us, including myself. And it feels like you're getting on the game and scrim with these teams, and it becomes like almost like every day is the same, you know, like every day you're getting on at a certain time, scrimming, practice, or whatever. And then some of you guys have other stuff going on in your lives to where it just becomes so much and so overwhelming. And if your teammates are becoming inactive, then that's something you got to address, because if your teammates are inactive and causing you to lose your motivation in gaming, you need to get new teammates and you need to step away from them. As hard as it can be, it's not the end of the world. Granted, it might suck for a little bit because you're starting over. However, would you rather start over, or would you rather have to quit gaming in general because of your teammates? Or not quit gaming, but just sit around. I feel that when you're wasting time in gaming, that's like the worst part about it. I see so many people on the fence about playing competitive. Like so many people, and these are like close friends, former pros, they're like, oh, should I play, should I not play? And it's like, just go out and get on a team. And if you have struggling getting on a team, then that's something that you got to address, and you got to say, hey, I cannot do this. But eventually a good team will come along. And sometimes you got to, like, you can't always try to be on the best team right away. And I'll say that because look at my career, for example. I'm off of Envy now on the competitive aspect of the team, and I'm going with players that are not as known as my old teammates in Proofy, Stainville, and JCap. However, the team I'm going with, it just means I got to work harder. I'm not saying my teammates are bad. However, I will be announcing that soon, who I am teaming with. But I am saying that they're just not as proven as my old teammates. So now you got to find fun in that, and you got to say, you know what I mean? Now it's more work, you know? Now it's more of an accomplishment if you can overcome it. And that's one of the biggest things. Just try to overcome losing your teammates if you have to. And your third part of that question was, my game is falling apart. And if your game is falling apart, then that's on you. There's no words I can do that'll make your game fall, or like your game better. However, I can say a lot of it has to do with motivation. If you're getting on because it's a chore, your game is going to fall apart because you're not the player that you once were, or you don't have the same drive that you do. Imagine if you go to the gym. If I go to the gym and I'm not really feeling it that day, my workouts suck. And every day before I go to the gym, I got to like just relax and just say, you know what I mean? Like, this is bettering myself and whatever, you know. Not every day I want to go to the gym that I go. There's some days that I really don't want to go and I want to sit at home and play video games just like the next person. But I realize that it is my choice, it is my hobby, and I got into it, so it's something that I got to be motivated towards. And then your other part on that was, how do I keep looking forward and stay positive? So when you want to stay positive in a situation like this, the first thing that you need to realize is all of this is just fun. You know what I mean? Like, you're playing a video game. It's not really that big of a deal, and you're making it more of a big deal than what it really is. And don't feel bad. I do too. That was my first death, by the way. If you guys are watching this gameplay, that guy killed me, and I was so mad because I didn't know what gun I picked up, and I was horrible with it. And I think at the time I was like 35-0 or something. I think I was 38-0, and yeah, it was absolutely horrible. I was so mad. I was like, man, I could have got like a 50-0 gameplay or something. But either way, not that big of a deal. So going back to that, how do I stay positive, or how do you stay positive in this? You got to make sure that the teammates that you do pick up are motivated, and you got to be the person that motivates it. Why get on a team and be that guy, you know? And what I mean by that guy is the guy that relies on everyone else to get motivated and step up. Maybe now it's time that you become a captain of a team. Maybe you get on Twitter and try to find other people that are very into what you're trying to do. You know, like, not every day I want to post a YouTube video, but I do it because I think there's a lot of people that need help. And I do it because I think there's a lot of other things that I'm trying to do. Like, I have personal goals of posting a YouTube video every day, and I want to get my channel to 500 videos because I think that'd just be pretty cool, and there'd be a lot of motivational content on my channel. And that's a personal goal for myself. But not every day I want to do it, but I'll sit down and I'll look through my messages, and, you know, I just got to get it done. So for you, getting motivated and staying on point, I do want to say that it's all on you, and everything relies on you. If you're playing bad, and most of the time it has to do with your motivation, so just take a break from the game. If you need to take like 2 weeks from the game, then do it, and then come back full force. Either way, Skimpy, I hope I helped you, and I hope I answered your question. For those of you that are interested in this Questions From You series, please give this video a like, just because I want to know if you guys are liking this and whatnot. And when I posted the last one, you guys absolutely loved it. You guys killed it on the likes, gave me like 300 to 1 or something, like to dislike ratio. Now, ending that was 7 minutes of questions from you to me. I want to go on to an update. I want to go on and say, yes, I have found a team, but I can't release it yet. But on the 18th of January, I will be able to, because there is contracts, there is an organization that I will be joining, and there is a bunch of great people that I will be joining. Hopefully, you give me your support just like you always do, and hopefully that you can give them your support, because I did tell you, I do brag about you guys to a lot of companies I talk to. I say, hey, the Foreplayy gang rolls deep, so anything I'm doing, they're supporting me, so make sure that you don't mess up or do anything bad like that. Also in this gameplay, if you notice, I did get a bunch of VSATs. Like I said, I'm going to try to focus on posting different content, and I do have my first Black Ops 2 montage scheduled. I'm talking to my editor this weekend to get things going. It will be posted on Valentine's Day. Don't tell anybody that. I can't tell you the month or the name yet of it, but it's actually going to be the biggest part about it is going to be I'm using this like real life footage at the beginning of it, and then I'm going to also try to use a little bit of faster clip gameplay to just make the gameplay speak for itself, kind of like I did in Finale V3. So anyway, this is Foreplayy from Team Envious. Oh, I got one more thing to tell you, actually. One more thing to tell you. On my outro, you know how I always say this is Foreplayy from Team Envious and the Foreplayy gang? I want to keep saying that because I am still part of Team Envious, you know what I mean? And that was like what I believe. But if I do switch it up and say something different, just bear with me on that, and I hope that you guys can kind of understand what I'm saying, because when I say this is Foreplayy from Team Envious and the Foreplayy gang, basically you guys know where I'm at with that whole Envy situation. In case you guys don't, I'm still a part of Envy. You know, like that is my team that I created. However, I stepped down, and the reason for that is in the Why Did Foreplayy Step Down video, or I think we titled it What Happened with Foreplayy and Team Envious. And yeah, I'm still a part of the organization, so if I say that ever, it's just because it's a habit, because this is my team. These are the, you know what I mean, like these are my roots. So anyway, just bear with me on that, like always. But yeah, please keep submitting your questions if you want them. I have 87 messages in my inbox. I believe that's the true number too, so I need to get to all those, and I'm going to try my hardest to answer a bunch of questions. Skimpy, I hope that I answered your questions, and to my channel, keep dominating, keep doing your thing. And oh yeah, there's some tournaments on 360icons.com. If you're trying to get into competitive, go on there, find a team, get going, get yourself active, get your Twitter active, and just start branding yourself as a player. I might do a commentary about branding and just, I don't know, try to help you guys out. Either way, this is Foreplayy from the Foreplayy gang, and I'm out. Peace. What up, Foreplayy gang? I hope that you guys liked that installment of questions from you. As always, if you have any questions, submit them to my inbox. There's so many, so if you guys just want to wait a little bit, that's cool too. I'll definitely try to get to as many as I can. If I don't respond with a video, I'll try to respond with just some text. There's so many of them, and just please be patient. As always, we got a video in the top left, and the most recent questions from you, number 1, that'll be in the top right. As always, take care.